Hey everyone, Engineer Coffee, welcome back to Mars. Last episode we built this subway station on top of, well, monorail station on top of our base. Did a few things off camera, created a logo for our station here. Somebody in the comments had mentioned Kratos Station, which is a great idea, so used a little AI to create that guy and put this little rotating screen here. So we've got a little bit more detail, reworked this seating as well, and then I adjusted the screen so they're updating at different phases, so it's not always the same screen all the time. And then behind me, there was this little area that we talked about, and so welcome to Martian Mementos. So then a lot of people in the comments had suggested having a souvenir shop, so I got a little spider and a plushie here. Those are the only two plushies I have, apparently, so I must have turned off drops at some point, because I haven't been getting them. And so I don't have a lot of those, so we'll have to fill up these with something else. I put a little music box here, but I'm sure we can find other stuff, or maybe we'll find some more plushies along the way. And then this guy is just a control console over here to kind of mimic a cash register or something. Yeah, so that's it there. Alright, and I did some small changes off camera as well to the lower sections. Got door labels on and sensors for these sky bridges so we can go across. So that's working out pretty good. Got all of it pressurized, so now we're in a warm environment, so that's good. I can open up this guy. Let's go ahead and close it. We're going to lose air here. Actually, we can probably depressurize. Set these to depressurize real quick. I need to get all these airlocks set up, but we have airlocks between each one of these. So now we're out here in the Skeeter factory. Alright, and then finally on the outside I added some catwalks around the factory here, so now we can get access to all of the buildings on the top as well, so that turned out pretty good. Get over to each one of them. Alright, and I'd like to thank my newest members, Nate, Big Badger Gaming, Gusto, and the Whirly Nerd for joining. If you'd like to join, there should be a join button down below, unless you're on iOS. Yeah, otherwise let's go ahead and get started on some new stuff. Alright, and since we're here over in the monorail area, there was a suggestion that came up of, instead of having this guy, you know, jump the gap, we could probably just have this guy have a rotor on it to rotate a new piece in, which is a great idea, so I think we should probably go ahead and do that. So I'm thinking we'll probably just put the rotor right here on this conveyor, and we'll just have a 2-block rotor that'll swing in. So let me get some parts for that and drop off some of these blocks.
Inventory full.
Alright, well, it's going to mess with our walk path through here, but that's fine. I think we'll be okay with it. We'll put the 0 towards the inside. That sounds good. And for the blast door, we should be able to do maybe this guy. I think we'll probably do 2 of these. Will be the best route to go. And then let's get this guy out of here and put in that corner clip, just so it matches. There we go. We'll put the inverted one there. That'll be good. I'm sure we can get the displacement on here correct. It just needs to go all the way down. Yeah, it's pretty close. I mean, it's a little bit of a bump, but that's as low as we can get it, I guess. Alright, and then I guess we'll have it swing out towards us, so let's put the upper limit here at 90.
Energy.
And then I guess this one would be 0. Let's go pretty fast. 10 sounds good, and I probably shouldn't have been standing that close, but that's fine. Yeah, I think that'll work. Great idea. So we can now swing that guy out of the way when we want to close the door, and swing it back in when we want to take off with the monorail. So, great idea there. Alright, and I did replace some of the panels in here on the ceiling in the base with some glass panels, so now we can actually see down and they can see up into the monorail, so that's pretty cool. Alright, then over here, somebody had suggested doing half blocks sticking out, and I think that's a great idea here, assuming we can get our monorail thin enough. So we'll reserve to take those off if we need to, because I have no idea what the monorail is going to look like. But I like the idea there. Maybe we can put up some railings or something. Let's see, I should have railings on one of these tool tabs. There it is. Alright, there we go. Something like that, maybe. I don't know if that's going to be... I feel like that's going to be too narrow, but it might be a fun challenge to try to get the monorail to be that skinny. I think that might be fun. And then back here towards the back, somebody who suggested doing a connector of some type to get this guy charged up and connected, and I totally agree. These are just kind of temporary. I don't know what the monorail is going to look like or where the connector is going to be. Maybe we need to tear out one of these to put the connector in the floor, because I think we can get some plumbing like through here. That might be a light. No, is that a light or is that a... pipe works. If that's a pipe works, we can go ahead and plumb it up. So we might have a connector in the floor, we might have the connector here on the wall. Really not sure. I'm just kind of winging it as we go. So I like the look of that though. So I kind of want to give myself the challenge of keeping that gap. That would be fun. All right, and back here in the monorail station, I went ahead and created another room offshoot. Here's the bathroom. Here is the room in here. Little control brain so we can start controlling our monorail where we need to. So just got 2 here for now. We're going to go ahead and set them up. All right, I've got my 2 event controllers here for one for the hangar door. So we're going to need door finished, open and close. We're going to find, oops, let's find our doors first. There we go, our station doors. I'm going to add it. I'm going to use the AND gate on all of that. So when they are opened, the action will be to rotate the block. So let's go ahead and find it. All right, so for the rail rotor here, we're going to just set its velocity to -10. And that should do it for that one. And then here for the rail rotor, we're going to do rotor hinge angle. There we go. Equal to or greater than 90 degrees should work. Let's just give it a little bit of a buffer. I don't always trust the equal to. We'll add our rail rotor to the list here. It's currently at 0 degrees. That's good. And then for the actions, we should be able to select our group. There we go. We can go ahead and close our station doors. Alright, so we got a little temporary button panel here. Let's go ahead and add our rotor to it. See, it's the rail one. We want to add a positive. Yeah, positive 10 to it. And then the other one we want to do is our station doors. And all we want to do with those is open them. That should work. So now when we move this guy out, the event controller should close the doors. Then we open our doors, and then when it's fully open... Were we pressurized? Maybe. That guy swings over. Okay, perfect. Alright, the next thing I want to work on is the control room up there. There was these extra lights up here that we could use, and a lot of people had suggested using it as a progress bar to see how far along we've come. So I think that's a good idea. So let's go ahead and go into the basement here and see what systems we want to do. So I guess we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots. I mean, I guess we could go 10. Maybe if we wanted to, 9 would be probably ideal. We have way more than 9 processes, so we kind of got to pick some, I guess. So let's see how far along we want to get. Well, I'm looking down here. We've definitely got welding the body. We've got welding each leg. I mean, that takes 45 seconds. This takes 45 seconds. So we could definitely have this on a blinking timer and then the 2 legs. And then we'd rotate, do 2 more legs. So that's at least 3 or 4 different ones there. And then we've got our charge system to actually get this guy charged up. I'm just trying to think what else we do. We could do like a spinning move on it or attaching the legs. I'm not really sure. I'm going to take a screenshot here. And then at least I can have it for reference. All right, I think I've got a plan for what we're going to do up here. So for our little progress bar, let's find the right light here. There it is. Let's see, where am I? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think was good. All right, now let me go through and name all of these things. All right, there we go. Got all the lights off for now because that is just bright and obnoxious. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put in some text here of what we want these things to do. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a system ready, whether this thing is actually ready to weld up. So there needs to be a drone made, so this would be like offline or damaged or something to be able to make it. We have the parts and then maybe something else in here. We'll do a check. And then the first thing we're going to do is weld the body. And then we're going to weld legs 1 and 2. Remove the hinge parts. Let's see if that fits. It does not. What size do I got on this? 3. Oh, okay. That might be it. Okay, there we go. The match is over here. I'll probably change these guys to lowercase now that I look at it. That's a little aggressive. We'll keep the top one probably like that. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Alright, so this would be easier to set up down here in our control room in the basement so we can actually see what components we're adding it to. So for the first one here, we're going to go this move to body. We could do it right here at the weld, but we might as well do it right at the start at the move to body. So let's go ahead and find that timer. That'll be main sequence number 1. In the actions here, before we have it turn itself off, we need to put in the items. So we're going to find our progress bar, and we want the weld body. We're going to turn it on. And then we also want to increase its blink interval. So it's right now it's at 0 seconds. It'll go up to 1.5, I believe, is the default, or at least what the operation does. Don't know why it's 1.5, but that seems to be what Keen chose. All right, the next one here is the tilt body timer. It's also going up here to weld the leg. So we're going to go to the next page here. So the first thing we want to do is the weld body light. We actually want to turn the interval down. Back down so it's solid, showing that it's complete. And then the legs 1 and 2, we need to turn it on and also turn its blink interval up. And then the removing of the hinge parts or the tilting of the body will also turn on and have its blink interval. Okay, and then the body tilting back to neutral, this is the one where we're going to turn those lights solid again. Let's find the progress light. There we go, removing hinge parts, that will be done. So all we want to do is decrease the blink interval. Okay, then we attach the first legs, means they're done welding. So let's go ahead and make that light solid. So that'll be weld legs 1 and 2, we need to make that one solid, so we're going to decrease the blink interval. Then I think on the spin body here is when we're going to turn on the other one to do legs number 2. Well, legs 3 and 4 I guess is what it is, so that will turn on. And also turn its blink interval up. Alright, and then here when it's going to move the drone over, we want to make the leg progress bar go solid again. We'll turn its blink interval down. And then we also want to turn on the move Skeeter. On, and turn its progress bar on. Or blink on. Okay, and then when it gets connected, we will make the other light solid. So let's find... Okay, that works. Okay, then here in our drone bay exit, this is where we turn the drone on because we've got it fully charged. So we're going to go ahead and set up its actions. We're going to turn our blink interval down on our charging of the batteries. We're going to turn on our complete light. Okay, and then the drone leaves. That's when we're going to go ahead and do our setup action here of our progress bar of leaving the bay. We're going to turn it on and turn its blink interval up. There we go. Okay, then here it has the drone bay exit and the doors close and it resets. That's when we want to reset all those lights. So let's go ahead and go back into setup actions. We want to go ahead and turn off all of these. And I think that will do it. Alright, I think over here in this move to body, I also want to put in another action next to this progress light. I want to turn off our ready light because it means it's busy and we don't want it on. Alright, well, I don't know if that's going to work or not. It made sense in my head while I was doing it, but not sure. Alright, so all of these should be off. And then the other thing I want to do is the blink interval is down. That's fine. Blink length I want to put at 50%. I think that's going to look better. I think that'll work. Let's go ahead and just make another drone. I think it'll be fine. I know we've got the one over there on the station anyway, but let's go ahead and just make one and see what happens. Alright, here goes nothing. Do I even have this button set up? I do. Okay. Here we go. The welding the body is blinking. That's good. Nothing was welding up there. That worried me there for a second. Those tips look so close together. I don't remember them making that close. Okay, hinge parts and legs are blinking. That's cool. We should see the hinge parts go solid here in a second because it's going to get back to neutral. Okay, there we go. We should see them go solid once they attach, I believe. There we go. Those are going back. Now we should see the weld legs number 2 start blinking. Or 3 and 4, there we go. Yep. Okay, those attached. Now it should go solid. Oh, okay. The move Skeeter one and the legs going solid. I think we need to change that one up to a different position. Once it gets connected, there we go, it's connected. Now our batteries are charging. Cool, I think that's working. We just need to change our number 3 here. Yeah, we did that here in our move drone to pad. I guess we do it the one before? Yeah, after it attaches, it extends. Well, we should have had that right. All right, so we're going to move the weld legs 3 and 4. We're going to remove that from this one as well as the progress bar number 6 for moving the Skeeter. So let's go ahead and just remove all 3 of those. And let's go up a sequence here. Yeah, we'll put it over here. This one we want to decrease the blink length, or the blink interval. Then we want to turn it on and increase this one's blink interval. Wait, that was number 7. That was not the one I was supposed to do. There we go. Well, I like it. The batteries getting charged will probably take a bit. I have a feeling that might be off. I might lose what blocks it's looking for every time we weld a new one. So those might need to be changed out from event controllers to timers, which is fine. We can go ahead and change that at some point. Yeah, I think that was a great idea. Now we have a progress bar that blinks when it's busy, and then when each action is done, it's green, and then when this guy is complete, and it's left the bay, then it'll reset all these lights back to 0. There we go. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Here in the drone bay, this event controller is supposed to be looking for batteries, and the battery list is empty. So it's not looking at the drone here. So we're going to have to come up with a timer, I think, of how long it's going to take to charge the battery. So that's fine. We need to replace that, which will be okay. Once that timer's done, it'll turn on that light, and then the check will be complete. So it was a good attempt to do these event controllers, but it loses the batteries that it's supposed to be looking at. So that's unfortunate, but we'll work around it. Well, since we got a secondary drone here, I've got this one following me here out of the bay. I think we might go attack that research base over there. It's a little close to us, so let's drag him over with us. Hopefully he's going to follow us. There we go. Let's go get the other Skeeter drone over here. Alright, or never mind. His legs fell off. I think it's because it's tied to the group in the factory that when it detached those legs to drop them in while it was manufacturing, it detached those ones because that's what the group name was. So that's why we need to have distinct Skeeter turrets when we manufacture these things. Or this guy can't be connected to the grid when we do it. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. I can't really fix that easily. Well, maybe we'll just take the one. All right, there we go. At least we got one of them following us. We'll tear that other one down at some point. Oops. All right, well, here goes nothing. We've got our drone following us. Hopefully he'll do some protection. Let's see. Are our turrets on? Gatling is on. Aiming radius is all the way up. That's all fine. Weapons, that's good. Weapons, that's good. Okay. We're good. Looks like we had some carnage over here. Something wrecked into it before. And we already have drones, so that's fun. Only 2 for now. I think we can handle it, hopefully. Let's get a little bit lower here so we can have our turret help us out. Hopefully. Still there, buddy? Buddy? There you are. Hey, looks like we got one down. Oof. Let's not try to strafe me, please. Rockets are so hard to hit with. There we go, some good hits. Oh, our turret buddy's still here. That's fun. There we go. Got him. Okay, let's go see if we can take out this base before our other drones come by. See if we can take out this antenna. Might help. Looks like we got other drones already spawning in, so that's unfortunate. Well, that didn't depower it, so that's unfortunate. Okay, there we go. We got both turrets. Ooh, he's aggressive. We are not getting really any good hits, though. We seem to be mostly intact. I think we're okay. I think we got another one incoming. What do we got? Is it spawning from the other base? Because I feel like this is way more than we normally would have. Okay, well, he's smoking at least. We got that going for us. Might not be low enough to the ground, but I think our Skeeter buddy is probably dead. Alright, we must not have any more weapons because these guys are not firing. Got more that just spawned in? What is happening? Oh, crap. Well, we're out of ammo. Is that the thing? Okay, well, I did not expect this much of a fight for some small little research base here. Normally, we do not get that many drones, maybe one or two, and I took out the antenna. I thought that took out their ability to recall additional support. Well, let's go ahead and fly back to base and see if we can use our base defense as a little deterrent here. Well, this definitely makes me want to rethink this fighter, though. It is a little slow and cumbersome. I think we need to maybe keep the same style with like the same amount of thrusters, but really remove a lot of the stuff to get it a little bit more nimble. That sucks. Okay, well, we got one. I don't know where those missiles hit. That's the unfortunate part. Ow! Well, that was just rude. Where is your brain? There it is. Boom. Alright, one more. Let's take him out. Ow. Okay. It's not gonna fall on the base. We're all right there. Alright, well, I'm checking around the base here, and I don't know where those rockets hit. If they hit anywhere. Weird. Okay. I guess I'll watch out for it, but I think we're still pressurized. I think we're still good. Clank excavator's there. Turrets are still online. I definitely need more turrets around the base. Let's repair up this guy. Let's just grab our welder ship here and see if we can... oh, there's a Hornet still out there. Oh, that's the one that's crashed. That's fine. Let's see if we can repair this guy up a little bit. As much as possible, anyway. I didn't take a blueprint of this guy, but we'll at least get what we can repaired. Oh yeah, he lost his whole tail. That's unfortunate. Let's look at all the thruster ones, though. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see if Ted still works here so we can get some grinders and go grind that base down. Beautiful. Looks like that's working. I did have a problem with it in a while back, since the video at least. I put landing gear here. This guy was just glitching out that it was at like -2 degrees or like 2 degrees down. So it's kind of weird. Don't know exactly why. Maybe the weight of having the grinders up on the top or something. I don't know what it was. But now it's stuck at 0 degrees, or at least close to it. That one's at 0. That one's at, close enough. Alright, well, let's go see what we can salvage. Alright, well, hopefully this Hornet is actually disabled. Alright, well, I should probably have been more careful about what I ground, but that's alright. Oh, we got a green thing over here. I wonder if that's our turret. There's something green that lit up. There? There. That must be part of our Skeeter. Yeah, okay. Well, we got a leg of a Skeeter. Probably gonna shoot off when I try to grind it with the ship, so we're gonna just do it by hand. Yeah, a little more. Looks like this was part of the body here with these thrusters. Wow, it really blew to bits. We're a ways off from our ship. Okay. Must have been going some speed then, too. Well, no drone spawn, so that's good news. Alright, there we go. Not a lot of scrap, but it'll do. At least we got our neighbor cleared out of here. I'll probably just get into Spectator and clear that out of there just to get some trash removal going. Might as well pick up the scrap since we're sitting here. Won't wander too far, but we'll at least get the stuff that's close. And then this crater here, I wonder if it was like a cargo ship or something that was flying close that got a little too close. I'm not sure. Because this definitely was not me destroying anything. Alright, well, I'd say that was some decent salvage. Let's go ahead and switch back to our welders, because that seems to be what we use the lobster for the most. It's still such a cool operation. It's very simple, but it is pretty cool. And I did not do that one right. Didn't get this guy aligned properly, did I? Actually, it's not bad. It must have been not aligned when I took it apart. That's alright. We can redo it. I'll just add a medium head here. There we go. Beautiful. And then we probably need to label it. Let's copy all. And then we will paste. There we go. And then we'll just rename it here. Alright. Easy peasy. Actually, the groups-wise, we probably need to check that. So let's go back to here. Let's go into our groups of welders. There we go. Now we're good. It's a little finicky, like you have to be definitely straight on with these things. Which I thought I was pretty aligned. That one looks really good, so I don't know what I did wrong the first time when we exchanged it out, but that's okay. Alright, well let me do some off-camera cleaning up of some garbage around here, see if we can get some of our frames back. Alright, well I thought I'd just go explore a little bit. I want to see if we can find some more stuff. I don't know if I have enough time left in the episode, or well, really in my week to record, to get any other major project done, so I think I just want to go ahead and explore for a little bit. Over in this direction, I had found a base that I was thinking about turning into like a hydrogen mine or an ice mine or something. And it went ahead and despawned. I don't know why. I thought I claimed the grid. I was owning everything in the building, and then like I reloaded and it was gone. So that's unfortunate. So we don't have that auxiliary base, but we'll go ahead and fly around and see what else we can find. Well, I also just took off the tail of the ship here instead of redoing it on the one side. I just went ahead and removed the other side. So it's a little stubby looking right now, but that's fine. I still do want to just redo this entire thing. We got another Assert. I'm trying to look for a vanilla one was my goal. Alright, well looks like we found a field research base over here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Looks very similar to the building we found before. Alright, so far no firing. Let's go ahead and just dock real close and see what happens. Let's get real close underneath here so we don't draw their fire. There we go. And then let's just be pirates and grind this guy down. Alright, the other one was over here somewhere. There you are. Yeah, I think we might have a lightning storm or something. I just heard something. I'm hoping it's lightning. Okay. Got a lot of stuff. That's good. We've been running actually pretty low on cobalt, so that's a good thing. Base credits, some silver. Okay, scrap, more cobalt. Some magnesium, that's really good. Power cells. Take all of that. Alright, nice. Well, that works. I'm going to go ahead and put a GPS here. Let's see if I can claim the grid while I'm here. Got this guy claimed. Let's go ahead and fly back and we'll get our lobster over here and tear it down. You know, it's kind of funny. They don't hate me quite as much as I thought they were going to. I figured we'd become enemies with one of these guys by now. Well, hopefully we don't anger this Mercury as we're traveling over here. Alright, here we are. Let's start dismantling the base. All right, well, that was a pretty good haul. Let's go ahead and head back to base. Well, I would say the specialized conglomerate hates us now, so I guess if we run into them in the future, it's going to be shoot on sight, so that'll be fun. All right, and the last thing I want to do, I want to try to get a truck here on the monorail started. We won't get the whole monorail system done probably, but at least get some type of wheeled truck system to get in here. Hopefully we can fit it so we can keep these rails. I think would be cool. So we'll probably use these stubby wheels. Let's get our off-road suspension. I guess would off-road be better? Or the normal? Let's use the normal. I don't really use those that often. Now the question is I'm not really sure, do I do a hovercraft? Like zero friction on the top, and that's what rides along the rail? It's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe we do something like that, and then we have a wheel that rides along the top with zero friction. And then we can put the wheels on the side to kind of keep it on the track. Let's see, that's a 3x3. I guess it doesn't really matter. 3x3 is fine. Let's make it wide. Something like that, and that can be what rides along the track. We'll have, you know, multiple trucks on this thing that will have maybe a rotor on the top. I don't really know. Let's see. Should actually already have it here on my hotbar. Yeah, do we do something like this? I'm wondering if we do something like that with a rotor in the middle, and this is what actually attaches to the monorail. Monorail will have to kind of come and then tilt down, I think, for the actual car, and then it'll tilt up for the other truck here. Would be fine, I think. But yeah, I was thinking of having a rotor, and then those guys could operate independently from the car, that hopefully we can get a little bit sharper turns out of it, so we don't have to have this giant sweep. But we'll see. Wow, that's actually not bad. I was thinking of actually driving this monorail by thrusters. Would probably be the easiest. Keep zero friction on this stuff, and then just scoot it around like a hovercraft, and it'll just be on a track. I have no idea. We'll find out together. Let me get this stuff welded up, and then we'll put a thruster and a battery on it and see if we can drive it around. Get it as wide as possible. I don't know if this thing's going to be tippy or not. I guess we'll cut it free. I kind of want to wait for the battery to recharge a little bit. Let's go do that. Can I get a landing gear on here? Would be nice. No. Oh yeah, it's kind of sunk into the ground there. Actually, can we raise this guy up? That's a better idea. Dum-dum. Just raise that guy up, and then we can probably get our landing gear on there. Wow, it actually fits there. I did not expect that. Okay, there we go. We're locked down, and we can get this guy on here. Yeah, I'm having a feeling those might need to go down further. Alright, well, I think this might be better, actually. We can get a 2x wheel on here instead of just a 1x. We're sticking out anyway with the suspension, so we can just do our height offset a little bit different. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this guy free and see what happens. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Alright, well, let's cut this guy loose and see what happens. I think I got the friction up on these wheels. Okay, we might be a little too grippy on our wheels here because we are not even on the ground. Wonder why that is. Why is it bouncing around so much? There we go. Now we're falling onto the track a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's very bouncy. I'm wondering if we should have... Oh yeah, it's way bouncy unless I have it clamped on. It's like the weight of this thing is not driving it down enough. I'm wondering if we need regular wheels instead of these kind of like hovercraft style. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call this a fail, and we'll come up with something different. I wonder if we need to drive more in the middle of the road, and it's because we're driving on like the very tips here. Might be a problem. I'm not sure. Let's just go back to the drawing board. Bit of a waste of nickel here, but that's alright. We'll survive. Okay, let's get as many wheels as we can in here. So we'll go there, skip 3, skip 3, skip 3. There we go. Alright, work smarter, not harder, huh? Alright, I got a height offset of 0 here on the wheels. I think it'll be fine. And then we should be able to drop down directly onto the track. I guess we'll give it a shot. Well, we're dropping, so that's good news. Okay, we're on the track. That's good. All the wheels seem to be touching. That's also good. Okay. Let's just not do it with thrusters and see what it does. See if we can drive. We can. It sounds bad. It sounds clangy, but it's driving fine. Alright, the side wheels, I turned off the propulsion, so they are just spinning, just to keep us aligned. The wheels down below here are what it's giving us the propulsion. Seems to be working pretty good. I'm trying to mess with the height offset, just so I don't scrape on the ground. It actually goes over this pretty well. With those wheels being in the center, it goes on the track pretty well, and doesn't get clipped. Alright, I think this is the solution. The wheels on the inside more, so it actually stays in the middle of the track. Seems to be working pretty good. I turned the propulsion off on the side wheels. They're there just to guide us. Seems to be working pretty good. I'm wondering if I could shorten up the truck any. Now that I can't get a battery in between it, maybe we just do 2 spaces between the wheels instead of 3. Because I'm just thinking about it, or I was looking at it, and if I'm up here, you know, kind of past the doorway, really close to the front here, for the door to close, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I think it's working okay. Okay, I think I've found a successful combination that actually drives, so that's good news. I guess before we call it quits for the day, let's see if we can get maybe a hinge or something on here to get a angled track, to see if we can actually do that. Alright, well I've got this temporary contraption set up here to get an angle to test. So I put it at 6 degrees, so I think I've got each one of these at 3 degrees. Yep. There. I was watching somebody else's YouTube and they had a 6-degree maximum, so we're going to go ahead and give it a try with ours and see if that works or not. And it doesn't. Ours is definitely not as flexible as the one he was doing. Alright, I adjusted some wheel settings. Let's see if we can do this. Barely. It's a bit tight. I'm wondering if we had 3 wheels instead of 4, if that would have been better. Alright, I got some oxygen. Now we're better off. Let's see, I'm going to take this off and take these 4th wheels off. We're just going to have 3 wheels and see how it acts. Our weight distribution might be off now, though, so that could be a problem. Alright, well, we'll see how it does over these gaps now that we only have 3. It works pretty good still. Okay, that's nice. Oh yeah, it's actually a smoother transition there. Okay, I think we're onto something here. I think we'll unlock this guy again. And let's change the angle here. Now, we'd probably turn this into a station and actually lock it down. You know, have it into the ground, into the voxels, when we figure out where the track is going to go. But hopefully this kind of mimics what it's going to look like. Okay, yeah, that worked. That's not bad. Okay, I think the 3 wheeled section is much better than the 4. I was thinking we needed more stability, but I think we need that ability to bend to go around here. And we'll obviously have another one of these trucks, you know, over here, and then there'll be a hinge in between that the actual car will ride on. And great idea with the track switching over here, because jumping that gap with this setup would have been a real pain. Alright, well I think this is where I'm going to call it an episode. Next episode we will get working on an actual monorail that looks a lot better than this little temporary truck. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.